We're 75 rolls in, but we're not done yet. How's it going? This is Brian from Change is Good, and this is episode number 16 of the Jim Beam wheat scent bottles. These are truly unsearched wheat scents from a bar in Joplin, Missouri. I have more information about their history in the video description. After I pour these coins out of the Jim Beam bottles, I roll them up upside down so I couldn't see the dates. Therefore, I have no idea what's in these rolls. I'll be hunting each roll off camera and coming back with a full recap of the roll afterwards. The recaps will include anything from the 1930s and earlier and any varieties or significant mint errors we find. And as a reminder, if you like this type of content, hit that like, share, and subscribe. And now let's get into the rolls. Now let's kick things off with roll number 1. Alright, the first roll gave us 2 finds. They're both 1957 Ds with 3-punch mint marks. Let's check them out up close. On this first example, you can see a light splitter at the top left corner of the mint mark and a deeper split over here at the bottom left corner. This one's a bit tougher to see, but if you look up close, you'll see splitting here at the top left corner of the mint mark and the bottom left corner. Well, we're on the board. Now let's move on to roll number 2. Okay, the second roll had 4 finds. The first 2 are from the 30s, a 1937P and a 1939P. The third find was a corroded 1943P steel scent. And the fourth find is a 1953D with a repunched mint mark, and this one's pretty sweet. Let's check it out. If you look at the mint mark under the scope, you can see an obvious secondary D to the left of the primary D. This is RPM number 1 on Variety Vista, or the FS501 in the Cherry Picker's Guide. This is an awesome find. So far, so good. Now it's time for roll number 3. Okay, the third roll gave us 2 finds. The first one is from the 30s, a 1935P. And the second find is a 1955D with a BIE die chip error. Up close, you can see the die chip between the letters B and E in Liberty. This is known as a BIE die chip error because the die chip often resembles the letter I. These are quite popular, so I pulled it out. And now, roll number 4. Alright, the fourth roll was loaded and gave us 5 finds. The first 2 are from the 20s and 30s, a 1929P and a 1936P. The other 3 finds were repunched mint marks. Let's go back to the scope. Although it's tough to see, on this 1956D, there's another partial D above the main mint mark. This is RPM number 3 on Variety Vista. On this next example, you can see a small splitter at the top left corner of the D. And on this 1957D, it's tough to see it, but there's also splitting at the top left and bottom left corners of the D. And now our grand finale, roll number 5. Okay, the last roll only gave us 1 find. It's a 1953D with a repunched mint mark. Up close, you can see a notch here at the top left corner of the mint mark and a light split down here at the bottom left corner. Now let's do a recap of the hunt. Folks, that was a fantastic hunt. We had 14 finds in total, including 1 find from the 20s, a 1929P. We had 4 finds from the 30s, a 1935P, a 36P, 37P, and a 39P. We also had a 1943P steel scent, a 1955D with a BIE die chip error, and 7 repunched mint marks, all from the 1950s. And although it's not in the best condition, the find of the hunt was the 1953D RPM number 1 on Variety Vista, or the FS501 in the Cherry Picker's Guide. That is a nice variety. And as always, thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video and it made you want to join your local coin club, hit that thumbs up and subscribe. And if you have any feedback or questions about any of the finds in this video, feel free to leave me a comment and I'll get back with you. Thanks again, and remember, every coin has a story, and those stories become part of us. I'll see y'all next time.